Hello and welcome, dear friends. If you're watching this, chances are you've noticed those quiet moments when the phone doesn't ring as often as it used to, when conversations with loved ones feel shorter, or when you catch yourself wondering why visits have become so rare. That ache of loneliness creeping in during what should be your golden years isn't just your imagination. And today, we're going to have an honest but deeply compassionate conversation about why this happens and how we can fix it together. You see, as we accumulate decades of wisdom and experience, we also unknowingly develop little behaviors, 14 specific habits, in fact, that quietly push people away without us ever realizing we're doing it. This isn't about blame or shame, because heaven knows aging is challenging enough without adding guilt to the mix. This is about awareness, healing, and reclaiming the meaningful connections you absolutely deserve. Let me ask you something. Have you ever found yourself saying kids these days just don't respect elders like they used to, or back in my day, we knew how to do things properly? That right there is habit number 1, nostalgia overload, where we constantly compare the present to an idealized past in ways that make younger generations feel judged and dismissed rather than valued for their own experiences. The fix isn't complicated, but it's powerful. Instead of criticizing how they live, try asking genuine questions like, "What's your favorite app?" or "Tell me about your work projects." This small shift opens doors rather than closing them. Then there's habit number 2, the advice avalanche, where we jump in with "you should" before they've even finished explaining their problem. And while this comes from a place of wanting to help, what people truly crave is to feel heard rather than fixed. Next time, try asking a magical question. Would you like my advice, or do you just need me to listen? You'll be amazed how this simple act of respect deepens your connection. Now, habit number 3 is particularly insidious because it comes from genuine pain. The nobody visits me guilt trip, where passive-aggressive comments like "I suppose you're too busy for your old mother," or "I'll just sit here alone," then create resentment rather than the closeness we want. The alternative? Direct but loving communication. "I'd really love to see you," when might work for your schedule, gives them space to show up willingly rather than obligation. Habit number 4 stems from our pride, the "I don't need help" stubbornness, where we refuse assistance even when struggling because we don't want to feel like a burden. But paradoxically, this pushes away the very people who want to care for us. Try this instead. "I'd actually really appreciate your help with this." It gives them the gift of feeling needed. Then there's habit number 5, the negativity spiral, where conversations become dominated by complaints about health problems, terrible news stories, or how the world is going downhill, which emotionally exhausts those around us. The antidote? Make it a daily practice to share one positive observation, a beautiful sunset, a happy memory, something that made you smile. This subtle shift makes people look forward to talking with you rather than dreading the gloom. Habit number 6 is something we all fall into, the broken record syndrome, telling the same stories repeatedly because they're meaningful to us, but this causes loved ones to mentally check out during conversations. The solution? Become as interested as you are interesting. Ask what's new in your world, and then truly listen with your full attention. This makes people feel valued rather than like an audience. Habit number 7, technology resistance, is increasingly problematic in our digital world. Refusing to learn texting or video calls means missing out on the primary ways younger generations stay connected. Let a grandchild teach you to send emojis or do a FaceTime call. Not only will you bridge the tech gap, you'll create bonding moments in the process. Habit number 8 is the "my way or nothing" mindset, insisting holidays, meals, or visits must happen exactly as they always have, ignoring that younger families have their own needs and constraints. Flexibility is key. What would make this work better for everyone? Shows care for their reality too. Habit number 9 involves boundary issues. The privacy invasion, where we pressure adult children about when they'll get married, have babies, or reveal financial details, forgetting these topics are deeply personal. A better approach? I'm here if you ever want to talk about anything. It keeps the door open without forcing it. Habit number 10 is selective hearing, only engaging when topics interest us while zoning out during discussions about their passions or problems. Train yourself to ask follow-up questions about their hobbies or work challenges. This simple act makes them feel truly seen. Habit number 11 is perhaps the most limiting, the "I'm too old to change" excuse, which assumes personal growth has an expiration date when in truth, adapting is what keeps relationships alive. Start small. Practice saying "tell me more" instead of interrupting. Tiny changes create big shifts over time. Habit number 12 involves scorekeeping, holding on to decades-old grudges or resentments that poison present-day interactions. Try this liberating reframe. I choose to value our current relationship more than past hurts. It lifts an invisible weight off everyone. Habit number 13 is the comparison trap. Constantly measuring your children's or grandchildren's lives against siblings or cousins, creating tension and insecurity. Instead, try acknowledging each person's unique journey. I admire how you've handled that challenge builds confidence rather than competition. Finally, habit number 14 is emotional withdrawal, pulling back from sharing feelings because that's just how our generation was raised. But this leaves loved ones guessing about your inner world. Start small. I felt really happy when, or that situation worried me because. This vulnerability invites deeper connection. Now here's the beautiful truth underlying all this. Your people still love you. They just need help navigating these unconscious barriers. Implementing even a few of these changes can dramatically transform your relationships. But remember, progress over perfection. If you only take one thing from today, let it be this. You are worthy of meaningful connection at every age. And by bringing gentle awareness to these patterns, you're already taking the most important step. So tell me, which of these habits resonated most with you? Share in the comments, because helping each other grow is what this community is all about. And if this video touched your heart, hit that like button and subscribe for more conversations that honor the wisdom and complexity of aging with grace. Remember, my friend, it's never too late to rewrite the story of your relationships, and the next chapter begins today.